there. We're so glad you're here. Thank you for showing up and watching our show. We just have such a good time. I'm Lady Lou, the baby boomer babe, and this is our daily Reset for Success show. We come on every day except Sunday, and then on Tuesdays, our show is in the evening called Wisdom Chat for the Curious. So, anyway, we've got a lovely show lined up for you today. We have two guests, in fact. So, let me go ahead and introduce each of them, and they will introduce themselves briefly. So, may I introduce you to my co host, Marion LaSalle?
Hi, everybody. So glad to be here. I am thrilled at not only who's here, but who's in the audience. So, I'm grateful you're here as well. There's not a whole lot I want to say about me today, except I'm excited to be here. I know there's a lot of weird stuff going on in the universe right now, especially our little planet. But you know what? I see that our spirit is going to carry us through. We're going to band together, whether we're in the same room or not. Doesn't matter. We're going to go for it. So good. I'm happy.
Awesome. I am too. It's a beautiful day. So our other co-host is Raylene Berry. Say hello, Raylene.
Hi, I'm Raylene Berry, and I'm just truly excited that these beautiful ladies have invited me to come and be a part of them. I am of Raylene Speaks. I'm an author and a minister as well as a public speaker, and I'm just honored to just be here with all of these beautiful ladies.
Well, thank you, Raylene. We're glad you're here too. And our special guest is Peggy Sue Skipper. Say hello, Peggy, and tell us a little bit about you.
Good morning, everybody. I am Peggy Sue Skipper, the founder of a group called The Consciously Curious, way back in December of 2011. And that's one of the reasons I'm here today, is because this is sort of a consciously curious situation that we're in right now, for the world, for the universe, as Louise said, but mainly for our planet. Let's focus on our planet right now, because we are in some interesting times. And somebody told me once that was an old Chinese curse. May you live in interesting times.
Oh, funny.
Here we are.
Yeah,
but I'm so delighted to be here today. I didn't know Raylene before I got on this show. And I have to tell you, when I saw your face, I just went, oh, I love this woman.
There's only one bad thing about her. I can tell you, she doesn't drink
coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, well, nobody's perfect. But I am just delighted to be here today, because there's some, as I said, interesting things going on. But I'm just going to dive into this, because we only have a short while. So you ladies, anytime you have a comment, jump in.
All right.
But I was talking to Marion, as a matter of fact, yesterday, day before, and I said, you know, we're in this social distancing, we're in this kind of quarantine stage, which I think is a smart thing to do, obviously. But if we can look at this,
excuse me, it's called social distancing.
Right, yeah.
Get it right, okay?
What did I say?
It wasn't that.
Quarantine.
You said we're quarantined.
I said social distancing and self-quarantine. You know,
okay, gotcha.
Let's call it isolation then.
Okay.
We're gonna have fun today.
Yeah, right. But if we can look at this time that we're in as sort of a Mercury retrograde on steroids, is the way, you know, when people talk about Mercury retrograde, they often talk about it in very negative ways. But the beauty of the Mercury retrograde energy is that it's a perfect time to clean up, to finish what you started, to really spring clean everything in your life. It's a time to go inward. So that's what we're being offered right now by this experience, a time to really look at our lives and see what's important, where we want to put our energy, and to go inward a bit more. And we've become such an outward society, you know, looking for stimulation out here or there, shopping, whatever.
Yes.
So when we take the time to go inward, which is really what Mercury retrograde provides us, is that quiet time if we relax into it and don't fight it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're being offered this right now to take this time to truly do that spring cleaning in our lives.
You know, you're
And
the first person that I've heard talk about that. It's mostly fear because we don't know what's happening. And so everybody's not only self-distancing, but they're also fearful about what's going to happen next. And so I love the fact that you're relating it to something that we all have heard of, which is the Mercury retrograde, because everybody's, oh, Mercury retrograde, oh no.
yeah,
But if you take it and look at it a different way, from a different lens, it totally makes you feel better.
absolutely. And it's such a great opportunity. And I believe that all of this is sort of a wake-up call for us,
Right.
to say, wait a minute, what do I really need in my life? What do I really need to be spending my energy and time on? So it's and see, I'm getting exclamation points. That must be your dog, Mary.
Yeah, I'm going to go put her on the bed. I'm so sorry. You know, that's what happens when you work from home.
That's true. But we have no choice right now, right?
I love what you said, because it's talking about inward. That spring cleaning is so vital for our own well-being, and sometimes we won't take it for ourselves. And so it's happening around us. We have no choice. But if we look for the good, we can see that there's something good in the midst of this chaos.
Absolutely. I think there's a huge opportunity for many, many of us
Yes.
to take this time and use it wisely.
Yes.
And stay out of the fear.
Mm.
I mean, obviously, we have to do things that that make sense. We do need to social distance. We do need to do all those things that we're being asked to do, because we don't want this to get any worse if we can help it.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've been here in the United States are a bit blessed, because obviously we've had some forewarning, unlike some other countries that didn't know what was going on until it was at epidemic stage. So we have some models to look at and go by. So that's a blessing for us. So let's embrace that as well. And one of the things I want to talk about is how we don't know how long this is going to last. We just don't know. My hope and my feeling is that because this has preceded our situation in other countries, and we do have these models to follow, that we can mitigate, hopefully, the worst of it. And hopefully this thing does have a lifespan that sort of is tied to the seasons. It may not, we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But my hope is that it is. I mean, I heard yesterday that for the first time, China announced that they did not have one new case.
That's right.
So that's a good sign
Mm-hmm.
that may be winding down. But they've been on lockdown
For a
long
long time. Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But they started later in the process than we have, hopefully, because they didn't know.
They didn't know. Mm-hmm.
So to just take this and move forward and really, really take this time to do something positive, rather than get into total fear.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference between caution and fear.
Yes.
So try to stay away from things that drive you totally into fear. And I have a theory, which I've been talking about for a long time. And that is that, energetically speaking, germs are attracted to fear.
Ooh.
So let's go on that premise, and I think about people who are really germ phobic, and I think, don't you see how you're putting yourself in this vicious cycle,
Yes. Uh-huh.
And we've heard for a long time that hospitals are one of the best places to get sick.
Right.
And I thought, well, they can clean, they can scrub, they can do it, but they can't get rid of the fear.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, no. There's a lot of fear in the hospital.
Of course there is.
We're causing a lot of fear ourselves as well. When people go to the grocery store and they're taking their cell phone and showing all the empty shelves, it's causing fear. when the news gets on and they're, oh my God, we've got, lockdown, this and that, and the president's doing this. And it's like, whoa, everybody. Okay. I understand we want to know what's going on, but to have it, the spin be fear, it's not helping anybody. Don't they understand that? Apparently not.
No.
That's
No.
what the media feeds on fear, so that the people are dumbed down, so that they are obedient to the powers that be, whoever they are. So we have to turn the media off.
That's true.
But we still want to know what's going on. So here's my theory on it. Okay, you guys, are you ready for this?
Well, yeah. I'm ready.
We're ready.
Okay, if there's a hurricane coming or there's something like it that I need to know, my friends know they need to call me because I'm not watching the news.
See, I knew. That's why I like you. I don't need to watch the news. They gonna call me. Girl, you ready to go? So what's the point? I'm not saying close ourselves off, but we know what we need to know and we will get the information. Our phones got these alerts on them now that if there is anything going, it's gonna go off. Bang, bang, bang. But so don't live in fear, but I use this time wisely for inward reflection. What do we do? I love what she said there. Yes. That is so vital.
Yes.
It truly is. And it's also one of the scariest things for most of us to do.
Yes.
It is our true battles are always internal battles.
Come on now.
We have people and circumstances outside of us that bring those internal battles to focus for us, give us an opportunity to work on them, but they're really internal battles. So when we get rid of the outside influences that are showing us those things, and we're often ignoring them, reacting the way we always have, when we do that inward journey, we begin to understand a little better. And if we can just relax into that and look at things objectively, we can begin to learn better from the experiences we have. Can I have an amen?
Amen. You got a preacher in the house. I got a comment about that. You said about the outward influences. Do you think that those outward influences are the very excuses we use to not address the things that we need to address?
I think that's often the case. Yeah. But in the same light, I think what it is instead of excuses, I look at it as opportunities.
Yes, exactly.
Every time we have a situation that pushes our buttons, then if we can begin to look at it, I call it universal pop quizzes. Here's a pop quiz. Have you learned what causes this within you? And this is an opportunity to show that you have or haven't. And so if you can look at those opportunities as, okay, this is a pop quiz. What do I need to think about? How do I need to act or react differently than I have in the past that hasn't worked for me? Yeah. So that's where the inward reflection comes in.
Right.
And behaving differently is one of the most difficult things for human beings to do, because it takes a lot of focus.
Yeah. It's a habit, unfortunately, and we've talked about habits on this show. So change your habits. It takes a few days, 21 days or 30 days, depending on who you talk to. And if you can just change your mindset, then you'll change your habits.
Well, okay, so there's a little more to it than that, Lady Lou. Yeah. Because that's why we started this show, because we need daily reminders that we made that commitment to ourselves, or that we wanted to make that change. And we try, that life gets in the way. It's easier to do it the old way. There's so many things that can pop in that says, let's not do it the new way. Let's do it the old way. Yeah. So I need daily reminders that I committed this to myself. I'm going to do it differently. I'm not going to slip back into the old way of doing things because it's easy, or it feels better, or it makes me feel better to, stuff it down. But we do need reminders, all of us.
Well, Well, don't we all have that comfortable robe or pair of shoes that just feels good? It
Yeah.
just, I mean, that robe that you just want to, I mean, and it's probably old, but to take it off and put on that new one is not comfortable,
Mm.
you know.
Right.
But the thing is we have to remind ourselves that how did that robe get comfortable to begin with?
Yeah.
By wearing it. So we got to put that new one on and try and keep and make it comfortable until we can get to another one. And we got to be willing to take off that old robe and put a new one on.
Ooh, smart thinking. And
That
Marion,
that is
I'll bet Marion, you will change our banner down there to the
Oh
Daily.
my God. Oh dear.
I had a feeling you hadn't seen it.
Oh, that's so
Hmm.
funny. Keep me in check, Lady Lou. Keep me in check.
This is the Daily Reset for Success show.
Keep me in
and
check.
and actually this is perfect because later in the show we're going to be doing this short meditation, which sprung from I just feel like that people who understand that we can shift what's
Yes.
going on here
Hmm.
if we work together energetically. The energetic field is so powerful.
Yes.
And in my knowing, there are only two energies that we're working in. We're either working in love or we're working in fear. That's it. Everything comes into one of those two categories. So when we make a conscious decision to work in love, then we attract more of that into our life. When we make a conscious or unconscious decision to live in fear, we attract more of that into our lives.
Yeah.
Now, living in love and not fear doesn't mean that you're never angry. You're
Huh.
never, the thing is, living in love, one of the most important things is healthy boundaries.
Hmm. Yeah.
Being able to stay in your power enough to say, this is wrong for me.
Hmm.
Now, and this is why I think that's true, if you're supposed to be telling people that. But then people can make their own choices. It's not about convincing anyone. It's about continuing to provide the information.
Right.
And it'll resonate with some people and it won't with others. But I believe that love is the more powerful energy. You have to
Yeah.
have the yin and the yang,
Yes, you do.
you
You do.
know.
I love the healthy boundaries. My daughter and I were having a conversation about boundaries in light of this chaos right now. And for me, I I don't want to be inundated with information that's going on. And it's okay to tell people, don't send me all those links, or it's okay not it's okay to say I'm not okay, or whatever it is. Set those boundaries. And I love that that's a part of love, loving yourself and loving others enough to say, I don't want that right now, or I actually I do need this right now. I love that about the healthy boundaries. That's just vital for us.
Yeah, we can do that. We have permission from whomever, from ourselves,
Right.
to set those boundaries.
Exactly. That's so true.
Right. Oh my gosh, this is so good.
You're muted.
I'm muted.
No,
Yeah,
Peggy Sue.
Peggy Sue is.
Oh,
She's like, how did I do that? I'm not supposed to be muted.
yeah, she's
Well, Raylene, while she's trying to figure that out, tell us a little bit more about you. Now, you were on our show not too long ago,
Yes.
but I want people to know even more. Do you have any more nuggets for us?
Well, you guys all know that I'm an international speaker. I've spoken around the world. Nepal and Dominican Republic, and I'm a software engineer by trade, and so I marry my love for speaking with my love for technology, and it just kind of works. And so it's perfect for this resetting that we keep talking about. And I think when I was on the show, I was talking about a do-over, being able to do a do-over. And I think this is a season for some do-overs. Don't you guys think?
Yes.
Let's
It's
not
the
be afraid.
perfect time.
Perfect time. Write that book that you've been wanting to write or something. Come on now.
Okay, so Peggy Sue, are you back? No, she's not back. All right, while she figures that out, I want to talk about something that so I run a mastermind, It's it's a business mastermind.
Right.
And the last time we got together was on Tuesday night, and we were talking about how easy it is to write your book right now.
It is.
So in the mastermind, we have an author who not only writes his own books and writes a daily blog for the last, I don't know how many years, but he also teaches people how to write their own book, and then he helps them get it up on Amazon and whatnot. And one of the things that he talked about was how easy, like in a weekend, you could write your book. So I'm going to give you a real quick demonstration. So you take something like this. It's just what do you call this? An index card, right? And you write questions on the card, and on the back you answer the question, right?
Okay.
Yes. So each question is your chapter, and whatever. Yeah. So you hand your deck to somebody, like your friend, your neighbor, your best friend. It doesn't matter. You could email it to them. You can hand it to them, mail it to them if you have to. And they ask you the questions, and then they record what you say.
Oh, wow.
And that's your whole chapter right there on that one question.
Oh, wow. Yeah. And that I think that's easily can be done. Definitely.
Because we could talk about our genius, whatever that is, for a long time.
For a long time. Yes, we could. The three of us, huh?
We could write a book together.
Exactly.
Raylene has called her book a calling card or even a business card. Yeah. Tell us that story again. That was gorgeous.
Well, a lot of people, when we write books, we're thinking that we're going to be an all-star writer or on the New York Times, but that's not what it is. I believe it's a calling card. It opens the door for other things for you to be able to do. It's your business card in a sense. It's an expensive business card, but it'll pay in the end. And I love that about writing, and get your message out, and it opens the door for so many other things.
Right.
There you go, Peggy Sue.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
We got you back. Oh, we'll let you continue, Peggy, where you left off.
Okay. Well, one of the reasons that I'm here today and doing these shows, and we'll be doing Tuesday nights, starting next Tuesday, right, ladies?
Yes.
Yeah, on Wisdom Chats for the Curious, because I heard about an event that was being set up in Houston called the Houston Wellness Expo, which is scheduled for May 23rd and 24th at the Lone Star Convention Center in Conroe. And I got so excited about this event for a number of reasons. One, I think we really need this, bringing the healing community, the wellness community together. And also the lady who's putting it together is named Felicia Wise. She's from Dallas, and she's been doing this in Dallas for about 30 years, I think, and she has them twice a year in the Dallas area. Wow. So this was going to be her first foray into the Houston area, and some of those Dallas people were coming down too, which got me really excited, because I have said for so long that Houston has one of the most powerful wellness metaphysical communities anywhere in the world. But we are in little pockets. We are not, and my hope and dream is to create a platform where we can all come out of our pockets and dance together. So I felt very strongly that it could be one of those platforms. So talked to Felicia. Haven't met her yet, but she's going to be on the show with us next Tuesday night. So we'll be talking about that, how that's been working in Dallas, what we see for Houston, whether it ends up happening this May 23rd or 24th or not. It gives us some.
Oops, there she goes.
There she goes.
and so that I'm really looking forward to. Did I just blank you?
Yeah, you did it like a magic trick.
Am I back? Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So I can't hear you. Are you there?
Oh, yes, we're here.
We're here.
I can't hear you guys.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
This is crazy. I'm going to sign back in again.
Keep talking.
And then we'll go into the meditation.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right.
Okay.
I'll be back.
So we have some audience members and they're making some comments. I tried not to put them all up, but Lauren Vines happens to be in the Dallas area. She's in Mesquite. So good day, Lauren. I'm so glad you could join us. She is a fantastic woman and she does a lot of work with the chambers. So I would love to have her on to talk about how the chambers are handling this coronavirus. It would, if you ever want to come on, Lauren, we'd like to talk to you a little bit more about that.
Awesome.
But I'm glad you're here and cheering us on. Thank you.
Yes. Now, reappeared.
Okay. So unfortunately, I had to get on my phone because my computer wouldn't do this. And somebody called me, so it knocked me off.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay. Well, Peggy, let me make a little suggestion here. When you
Okay.
do the meditation, what we will do is just let the show fade away so that there's no more chit chat afterward, and that way it won't disturb the peace of mind people have. We'll all just wave goodbye, and then Marion will take us out. Would
Sounds
that
great.
work?
that's fine.
Okay.
That's good. Whatever y'all want to do.
Yeah. You leave the meditation in their minds last.
That would be great because some people may want to continue into that meditation.
That's right.
So, and if I get another phone call, I'll probably be cut off. So you'll just have to be on your own.
I guess it's too late to put your phone on do not disturb, huh?
Anyway.
Yeah, airplane mode, right?
Yeah, airplane
I
mode.
would just like to say real quick, tune in next Tuesday.
Yes.
Hopefully my internet will be up and working by then. To meet Felicia, to hear about what's going on, because I feel like this is something that gives us hope.
Yes.
Let's focus on getting this virus, just filling it with love so that it has nothing to feed on.
Yes.
If it's feeding on fear, then let's just give it a love arena so it has nothing to thrive in, and see if we can get this thing to die a peaceful death.
Yes.
Move on to the next world, please.
Yes. Well, just take a break and relax, virus. Go on. You're no longer needed
We
here.
love you. We send you away.
Yeah, you have no power.
Yes,
No
exactly,
power.
exactly.
Yes.
So that's what this meditation is going to be about, which really is a reset. I look at meditation as a reset for all of us. There is a place, and this is what I'm going to try to do in this next 5 minutes, is create together a portal where we can all experience that amazing knowing of oneness.
Yes.
Where everything is just pure love. And if you've never been there before, try to relax enough to get there, because it is so beautiful. It is not a place that you can live in while in a body, because but you can take that energy and use it in your life. And it truly is a reset. When you are washed and filled in that pure, total love, things shift and change. You see things from a different way. So that's the goal. And it really doesn't take long, but it takes some practice. So if it doesn't happen for you the first time, keep trying. And it'll be worth the effort.
Yes.
Okay, so before we go into the meditation, I'll go ahead and say goodbye to all the ladies, and we'll just disappear like Lady Lou said. We will still be here in the background, but you won't see us. And we're going to let Peggy Sue take us out into this beautiful world that she just described. Don't forget, I shouldn't say don't forget. Remember that we're here for you every day to help you reset your life. And we want you part of our community. We need you. Okay, so don't go anywhere. Just tell your friends and let's do this together. All right, until next time, remember to create a fantastic day for yourself.
Thank you.
Yes.
Marion. Thank you, Peggy.
Thank you. Okay. So if you can just get into a relaxed position, whether that's laying down, sitting down, the most important thing is that you're in a position where you can truly relax. And one of the most important things about this process is our breath. So as we go through this next 5 minutes, I would ask that you truly concentrate, focus on your breath. And for the purpose of this particular meditation, I'm going to ask that you breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And so when you take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, breathe in and release. And every time you breathe in, focus on breathing in that pure white love energy. And as you breathe out, know that you're sending out that love energy supercharged on your breath, and that it's going out to everyone that's with us on this meditation and everyone in the world, surrounding and filling the planet. And to do that, we're going to breathe in and feel that love energy coming in through your nostrils and then saturating your body and surrounding your body. Beautiful white love light, cocooning you and filling you. And with each out breath, relax just a little bit more. Feel your body become heavier and more relaxed. And breathe in and out. And focus on your breath. Let everything else wash away. Focus on breathing in that beautiful love light. Let it surround and fill you, and release it to the world. And we're sending it to China. We're sending it to Italy. We're sending it to South Korea. We're sending it all around the world so that the whole world is encapsulated with this beautiful love light. Breathe it in as it comes back to us from each other, and send it out to everyone with us and into that cocoon that's now surrounding and saturating the planet, all the people, the animals, the plants. Intentional love. And as you breathe out, let go of any fear or worry. And as you breathe in, feel that joy. Breathe it in. And send it to me. And to the planet. Know that we are now portals for this energy. And being of service in that way. Breathe it in. And release. Breathe in one more time. all that supercharged love. Feel it wash over and through you and around you and surround you. And as we breathe it out, watch it go out and surround everything. We're cocooning the whole planet in love. And take this energy with you into your day. Let it reset you for this incredible time that we're in. Make the most of it. Do your internal journey. For what we do on the micro affects the macro. One last breath in. And release. I thank you for your